Welcome to Jersey Line. Pat O'Melia here, your pro football prognosticator who's on a bit of a run. You know, I've been on the positive side, I think, for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. Went 9-6-1 last week, and I am now for the year 6 games under 500. We only got a couple of more weeks of football left to get me to 500 before we get into the playoff. Saturday games start. There's no more Thursdays. They got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So let's go. Good game Saturday, right off the bat. Saturday, it's an 8 o'clock game. Rams at San Francisco. Rams were rolling. Now they're back down again. They're just out of timing, and their running back, I don't know. The kid's hot and cold. I'm going to take San Francisco, giving 6. San Francisco -6. Saturday, 4:30 game. The Buffaloes. I like Buffalo this year at New England. New England just continues to win. They're probably not the top seed this year. I don't think you're getting to the Super Bowl through New England, but very formidable team. I am going to take New England against the Buffalo Bills, -6.5. The third Saturday game, 1 p.m., Houston at Tampa Bay. Two teams that can go really hot and cold, but there's actually more consistency in Houston than there is on Tampa Bay. Arians, will be interesting to see what he does in this offseason with Tampa Bay, especially at the quarterback position. I'm going to take Houston, and I'm getting 1 point. Sunday, we got Detroit at Denver. I like the kid Drew Luck, but it's a 6.5-point spot, and I don't think Drew Luck is up to that yet, even though Detroit, you know, Patricia there, may be in trouble as the head coach. But I'm going to take the Lions +6.5 at Denver. 4 o'clock game, big rivalry game. Oakland at the Chargers. Hard for me to say LA Chargers. I'm going to take Oakland +6.5 because I just know Fuller Rivers will lose it at the end of the game. 1 o'clock game Sunday, Jacksonville at Atlanta. Atlanta's found their groove. Too bad it's too late. Probably it for Quinn, too, in Atlanta. Probably too late for him. But I'm going to take Atlanta, -6.5 against Jacksonville. Jacksonville's starting the rookie, the Greer kid. I think there's going to be a lot of house cleaning in Jacksonville. 1 p.m. game, New Orleans at Tennessee. I like Tennessee. They've been consistent since Tannehill. But I'm going with Drew, who set the NFL record for 540 touchdown passes. New Orleans -1. 1 o'clock game, Giants at Washington. Eli's starting, and Washington is favored by 3. I'm going to take my Giants +3 points. 1 o'clock game, Pittsburgh at Jets. Le'Veon Bell's going to want to play against his old team. But his old team is going to want to play against him. And when it comes down to consistency between the two teams, there's really no comparison. Pittsburgh -3 at Jets. 1 o'clock game, Cincinnati at Miami. Yeah, two teams that are going in the tank. But I like Cincinnati. I think they got a good future there. They got a good coach, and they're pretty consistent. They've been my spot darlings all year. I'm going to take Cincinnati +3 at Miami. 1 o'clock game, we got Carolina at Indianapolis. Indy got beat up last week, but they're far more consistent than Carolina. I'm going to go with Indianapolis -6.5. 1 p.m. game, Baltimore at Cleveland. Another big rivalry game. I'm taking those Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore Ravens -7 against the Cleveland Browns. 4 o'clock game. Game of the week, really. Dallas at Philadelphia. This is for the division. They're both tied. I'm going to take Dallas, even though Philly won last week, but they had to really do it against Washington. Dallas -1. 4 o'clock game, Arizona at Seattle. I like Seattle this year. Russell Wilson is playing well. They are consistent. They, again, one of my darlings spread-wise. But so is Arizona, and it's a big spot, 9.5 points. I'm taking Arizona +9.5. 8 o'clock game, Kansas City at Chicago. Kansas City -4. And Monday, big rivalry game again. Green Bay at Minnesota. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers and the Packers plus 4.5 points. Bet with your head. Don't bet too much money. Let's have another good week. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.